So I don't see any drop down for count.
I see the issue. You're right. There's no drop-down arrow for count a vehicle. Instead, you need to select the drop-down arrow for row labels and sort by count a vehicle. Is that clear?
Let me try that. Hello and welcome back. Today we are going to take a look at Google AI Studio, which can be very handy if you are learning something new or if you need a quick help with something and there's no expert available immediately. So let's take a quick look at few things to get a feel of it and explore its potential. Let's go to Google AI Studio. Click on Google AI Studio. I'm logged into Google with my Google account. Let's select Stream Real Time and share your screen. So we need to choose what exactly we want to share. I'm going to say entire screen. Okay, let's go to a new screen.
Okay, you've moved to a new screen. Is there anything you'd like to do on this new page?
I have some data on number of steps. For example, 1 here means 1000, 4 means 4000 and so on. So I'm going to run this data and store in steps. Now, how do I make a box plot?
Okay, so you have data on the number of steps students walked, and you've loaded that data into an object called steps. Now you want to make a box plot of this data. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, to make a box plot of that data, you can use the command box plot, steps. Would you like me to show you that now?
So I'm going to run this and I do get a box plot, but it's black and white. How do I make it colorful?
So you've generated a box plot, but it's black and white, and you'd like it to be colorful. To do that, you can add the Carl argument to the box plot. Command to set the color, like this. Box plot, steps, Carl equals red. Would you like to see how this looks?
Yes. Yeah, I get it red. So basically, if I want green, I can just type green.
Yes, that's correct. Is there anything else I can assist you with regarding this box plot?
No, but how do I make a histogram?
Okay, you can make a histogram using the command hist, steps. Would you like me to show you how that looks?
No, I'm going to run this. And yes, I do get a histogram. For colors, I can do the same thing?
Yes, you are correct. You can apply the same call argument to the hist function to set the color of the histogram. Would you like to try that?
Yeah, I'm going to run this and let me see. Yes, I do get it. Thanks.
You're welcome. Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
Do you see my screen?
Yes, I see your screen. It looks like you're on a Merrill Lynch page for Tesla stock.
Can you provide me some technical analysis of this chart?
Sure, I can do that. Looking at the chart, the Tesla stock price has been quite volatile over the last 6 months. It appears that the stock price was trending upwards, but there seems to be some consolidation around $375 per share. Would you like me to elaborate on that consolidation?
Yes, please.
Okay, let's look at the consolidation. The price seems to be fluctuating within a range, roughly between $350 and $425 per share. This indicates a period where neither buyers nor sellers are strongly dominating. This could suggest that the stock is taking a pause before its next potential move.
But what do you think is going to happen or likely to happen in the next few weeks?
Predicting the future of the stock market is impossible, and I cannot say with certainty what will happen in the next few weeks. However, based on the chart, it seems like the stock could consolidate further within the $350 and $425 range. It also might experience another break to the upside or downside, depending on the overall market conditions and investor sentiment. Is there any particular scenario that you are concerned about?
Not at this time, but thanks for your input.
You're welcome.
Do you see my screen?
Yes, I see your screen. It looks like you have an Excel spreadsheet open.
So I have this vehicle failure data where each row is a failure of a car, and I have like failure month, mileage, and the last column is state in which a car has failed. I want to find out for each state how many cars have failed. How do I do that?
Certainly I can help you with that. You want to count how many cars have failed in each state according to the data in your spreadsheet. Would you like me to explain how to do that within Excel, or are you looking for an alternative method?
Yeah, within Excel, I want to try a pivot table. I heard it can do that. I'm not sure how to do that.
Yes, a pivot table is a great way to do that in Excel. First, you will need to select the data you want to include, and then go to the Insert tab in the ribbon and select Pivot Table. Does that make sense so far?
Yes, let me click OK. Okay, I see this screen now.
Great. Now you will want to drag the state field to the rows area of the pivot table. Then drag the vehicle field to the values area. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense, but it doesn't look like a number of vehicles. But I just want the count.
You're right, it's summing the vehicle numbers, not counting them. To change that, click on the drop-down arrow next to Sum of Vehicle and select Value Field Settings. Then, in the dialog that appears, change the summary calculation from sum to count. Is that clear?
Yeah, now I can see for each state number of failures. I want them in descending order. Currently, they are not in descending order.
To sort the states by the number of failures in descending order, you need to click on the drop-down arrow next to Count of Vehicle, and then select Sort and then Largest to Smallest. Does that make sense?
So I don't see any drop down for count.
I see the issue. You're right. There's no drop-down arrow for Count a Vehicle. Instead, you need to select the drop-down arrow for row labels and sort by Count a Vehicle. Is that clear?
Let me try that. Sort by count of vehicle.
You are absolutely correct. I apologize for the confusion. After you select Sort By and change it to Count a Vehicle, you will then select Descending. Does that make sense?
Okay, so I clicked on descending. Yeah, now I can see for each state the numbers are in descending order. Yeah, that looks perfect. Thanks very much. I'm sure you found this AI tool by Google interesting. The good thing is that if you need urgent help, you have something available to you immediately. So one thing probably we need to be careful about is that because you are sharing your entire screen, you don't want to share any confidential information or sensitive personal information while doing these sessions. So thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.